What's up, Western New York? Specifically you, Grandma or Grandpa, or maybe you want to be called Nana or Papa, or maybe you're Oma and Opa, but whatever you want to call yourself, I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I want to share something with you, a question that I get asked all the time that I love to answer, and the question is, what is the number one thing that I can do to help reduce my risk for a fall? And the answer is... coming up right after this. What's going on, everyone? My name is Dr. Daniel Davids. I'm a physical therapist, and I run the Traveling Physical Therapist, where we provide Medicare-covered, in your home, physical therapy services to help reduce your risk of a fall. Now, we're doing something called the 400 Fewer Falls Initiative, something that we came up with to help reduce the fall risk of 400 Western New Yorkers by providing education, like the video that you're seeing here, by providing services like in-home physical therapy, and by providing equipment, either at low cost or at no cost. All right. If you're interested in this, you want to give us a call, 716-249-4075. Again, that's 716-249-4075. You could also visit us at www.thetravelingpt.com. Now, before I get to the question that I asked you just before, if you stick around to the end of this video, I have a special gift for you. It's actually the number one stretch that you can do to help reduce your risk for a fall. But that wasn't the question. The question is, what was the number one thing that I can do, not exercise, what's the number one thing I can do, activity that I can do to help reduce my risk for a fall? And the answer is walking. Get walking. Get walking, keep walking, start moving. Whatever you need to do, get moving. Now, that sounds very easy coming from me, who's a physical therapist, who is not older and not at a high risk for fall. So, let me break it down for you. It's very difficult to go for long walks, or really walks at all, because sometimes it hurts, sometimes we get tired after walking just for a short distance, and, well, that makes it very difficult for us. So let me ask you a question before I continue. I love to ask this question. I love to get the different answers, or I should say, I love to hear the separation here. What is safer for us? Is it better for us to walk a little slower than normal or a little faster than normal? What do you think? Did you say slower? Well, if you said slower, you are in the majority of people. Most people think if I walk slower, if I watch my feet, I'm going to make sure that I don't fall. And the answer to that is incorrect. Believe it or not, you want to be able to walk faster than normal. How fast exactly? Well, there's actually an answer for that. You want to be able to cover 100 feet in 25 seconds or less. Okay? If you can cover 100 feet in 25 seconds or less, you're what's known as a community dweller. And that actually is a very important cutoff, because that's the speed that you need to be able to walk to be able to cross the street safely. Okay? And it doesn't make a difference if you're in a wheelchair. It doesn't make a difference if you're in a walker or or if you're using a cane, or if you're just walking without an assistive device. 25 seconds to cover 100 feet. Okay, so let's get back to this. Do you want to walk faster or slower? Well, you want to walk faster, but you don't want to increase your cadence, which means you don't want to go from going left, right to left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. That's like jogging or running. And you don't want to do that. That you actually probably will fall down. You will increase your fall risk. But if you want to decrease your fall risk, you want to take longer strides. Okay? Cadence stays the same, longer strides. Actually gets you to where you're going faster. Right? We can either increase the length of your step or increase the cadence of your stepping, right? And one of those could be a lot more, well, one of them you burn a lot more calories. If you're taking more steps, you can imagine you're burning more calories. And if we're trying to exercise, sure, that's wonderful. But if you're just trying to get from point A to point B, you want to be energy conservative. You want to burn as few calories as possible. Okay, so you're not burning too many calories. You're walking, but you know what? If you're walking with short steps, that means you have to take a lot of steps to get from point A to point B. And now, if you have arthritis of your knee or your hip, and let's be honest, you do. If you have arthritis in your knee or your hip, every step that you take is painful. So by taking longer steps, we're taking fewer steps. Okay? So how can we test to see if we're flexible enough in our ankles to be able to take long steps? Because that's what it comes down to, is how flexible are you in your ankles. I have this ruler up here that I barely glued to my curtain here, and it's probably going to fall before I finish this video. So let's get right to it. There's something called the functional reach test. Now I'm going to do this test, but what you need to do is know that my feet, because you're not going to see my feet are going to be together, heel and big toe touching each other like this the entire time. I'm standing in that position just like I told you. My hands are going to be outstretched like this. I'm going to make my middle finger line up with the zero on the ruler. For you, it looks like I'm like 4 inches ahead already. It's the angle, I promise, I'm not cheating. I'm gonna lean forward as far as I can and then come back, okay? And we're measuring that. If you're leaning forward and you take a step, well, then you have to do the test over again. Now, I don't expect you to glue a ruler onto your curtain, onto your wall. That'd be ridiculous. But what you can do is if you have your grandson, your granddaughter, niece, nephew, son-in-law, neighbor, milkman, whoever you can have to help you do this, you could stand just like I just showed you with your feet together, hands like this, and then what they could do is make a dot by where your middle finger is. When you start, lean as far as you can, make a second dot, and then measure it after you're done. I'm going to take this off before it falls. Whoop. Okay, so, well, just because you did that, well, what's the answer? What's the outcome? What are you looking for? If you have fewer than 7 inches in your reach, well, the first thing you need to do is give us a call at 716-249-4075 or visit us at www.thetravelingpt.com. You're going to want to get signed up for this 400 Fewer Falls initiative today, okay? Under 7 inches is at a high risk for falls, okay? So, high risk for falls. Very bad. You're on borrowed time. It's very important that you do what you can to help reduce your risk as soon as possible. Now, I have a video that I'm going to be showing you that number one stretch. I'm going to set it up right after this video for you. And it's great for you to watch it, but don't think that is going to be in place of getting some expert help, right? So if you got between 7 inches and 10 inches, you're at a moderate risk. You should definitely be doing that exercise that you're going to be watching at the end here, the stretch at the end. It's going to be very important for you to do every day. And the good news is you only have to do it once a day for 1 minute. That's it. 60 seconds out of your day and you're done. All right. So that's not so bad. If you got higher than 10 inches, congratulations. You're at a low risk for falls in context of the flexibility of your ankle. There's other things that you have to be aware of. Do you have clutter around your house? Do you have throw rugs? Do you have loose cables? Do you wear slippers? Don't wear slippers in the house. Do you have difficulty going upstairs? So there's other things, but as far as the flexibility of your ankle, you're in great shape. And you don't really need to do this exercise at the end here, but maybe you need to think about other things that you can do to help reduce your risk for a fall. And if you fall into that category, you still would be wonderful for our 400 Fewer Falls initiative. Okay, so we know that covering 100 feet in 25 seconds, we know about being able to stretch more than 10 inches is important. So here it is. What's the number one stretch that you can do? I'm going to show you this video. The big difference between me now and the video is, you'll notice I had some hair back then when I first recorded this video, but I'm going to attach it here so it's pretty seamless. But you're going to want to do this every single day. Once a day for 1 minute, and it's going to change your life. If you do this, and you don't call us up, and that's okay if you don't, but if this is the only thing that you do every day for, let's say, 28 days, 4 weeks, and you test yourself before and after, you're going to notice that there's a difference. If you start testing how fast you can walk, you're going to notice that if you're stretching every day and you're practicing walking a larger stride length, you're going to notice that you are walking faster. And it's easier on the joints, it's easier on your body, you're getting less tired, you can walk further with less difficulty. All right. So one last time, this is Dr. Daniel Davis, physical therapist from The Traveling Physical Therapist, where we provide Medicare covered in-home physical therapy to help reduce your risk for a fall. And we're doing this as part of the 400 Fewer Falls initiative. We're trying to reduce your fall risk by providing education, by providing services, by providing equipment, all at low or no cost to those who qualify. Okay, stay tuned for the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Hey there, here's the stretch that I was telling you about just before. Some people call it a calf stretch or a runner's stretch, but it's excellent. And, this is a really great one. This is actually part of my 21-day balance video journal that we put together for people who are interested. And it's something that we give away for free. So if you're interested, you could just comment down below, and we're going to send it to you if you're interested. But what we have here is the calf stretch. We're standing 1 foot backwards, 1 foot forwards, both feet facing forwards. And what we're doing is we're bending the front knee and we're keeping the back leg straight. Just as you can see here, I'm switching and my back heel is down on the floor. And if I'm doing this correctly, the back leg is going to feel a nice stretch. If you notice, there is no bouncing going on. There's nothing like that. My chest is parallel with the door or the wall. So I'm not leaning forward. I'm keeping my back straight. This is by far the best stretch that you could do for your calf. And it's one of the best ways you can reduce your risk for fall. So I highly recommend it. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at 716-249-4075. Thank you very much.